I don't usually believe in ghost stories. Not really. Not the kind where people claim to see a face in the fog or hear footsteps when no one's there. But what happened to me one October night in Kingston, that wasn't just a story. That was real. It was Halloween night, 2 years ago. The air was cold enough to sting your lungs a little, and the moon was rising full, big and yellow like a lantern over Wattsbar Lake. Some friends and I were doing a haunted history walk, just for kicks. We stopped near Fort Southwest Point, the original frontier outpost, built back in 1792. The replica stands right where the real one used to be, and even though it's just wood and history markers now, the place has a strange presence. I hung back from the group as they kept walking. Something pulled me toward the hill near the old grave markers just west of the fort, and that's when I saw her. She stood completely still between two crooked headstones. A woman, dressed in full black, from her veil down to her shoes. The wind was tugging gently at her long dress, but she didn't move an inch. I thought maybe she was part of the tour, an actor, a reenactor maybe. So I called out, "Hey, you with the costume! That's a good one!" She didn't answer, just turned her head, slow, real slow, and when she looked at me, I forgot how to breathe. Her skin was pale, not white like chalk, but the kind of pale that comes from not seeing sunlight for decades. Her eyes weren't glowing or bleeding like in movies. They were worse. They were sad. Deep, bottomless sadness, like she'd lost something she'd never get back. She raised one hand, and in it was a handkerchief. Old, frayed. Looked like lace. Looked like grief itself. She clutched it to her chest, like it was the only thing she had left in the world. I tried to take a step forward, but something inside me screamed not to. My knees locked. And then, the weirdest thing. I could smell roses, not the kind from the florist, the old kind, like funeral roses. The wind picked up, and when I blinked, she was gone. I ran back down the hill, didn't say a word to my friends, didn't sleep right for a week. Later, I asked a local historian about what I saw. She said people have been seeing that woman since the 1800s. Some say she was a grieving Civil War widow. Others say she was Cherokee, left behind when her people were forced to leave. But the one I believe, she was a mother, lost her child to sickness during the steamboat era. They buried the baby without ceremony, somewhere near the fort. And she's been walking that hill ever since, looking, always looking. So if you ever find yourself in Kingston on a cold October night, and you feel a chill you can't explain, and you smell roses when there are none, don't follow her, don't call out, just tip your hat and keep walking, because some ghosts don't want to be seen. They just want what they lost.